Morning. I love the sizzling sound of this tempering. Can you guess what I'm making? Something South Indian, of course. I am making upma. Very simple. My breakfast is South Indian today. Some tomatoes, some onions, some chilies, some coriander. And I'm also making uttapam. So I have the batter, I have the carrot grated, the onions and the tomatoes. And I'm going to add some podi and ghee on top. So that's my breakfast for today. Let's start making upma. Here, the sizzling onions. I like my upma very simple and see masala. Don't like too much masala or anything in it. Just a tinge of turmeric probably. Very simple upma, but I like a lot of tomatoes in my upma, so it's basically like tomato upma. Yes. Okay, I've added the tomatoes. It's a very simple recipe actually. We all make in the house. Every house makes it differently basically. If you're wondering what I added in the seasoning, it's rye, hing, curry leaves, dry chilies, some chana dal. And yes, the upma is getting cooked. It's the tomatoes. You can add vegetables if you like. We add sometimes, not every time. Today is just onion, tomatoes, and maybe because I've grated carrots for the uttapam, I'll add some carrots as well. Alright, I've added the rava. I'm going to roast the rava for a while. You know, there are certain recipes that you learn along the way. This is something I learned from one of the, called Maharaj, the Khansama or the chef in the weddings. Wedding mornings usually have upma and puliogre and all those kind of yummy breakfast. And it's one such wedding I visited and I really liked the upma. I usually never ate upma. And I asked him, what have you done? I went into the kitchen and I asked him, what have you done to the upma? It's so tasty. So I just followed his recipe all through. I'm roasting the rava here. Okay, I always cook without measuring. This is approximately 1 cup, so you need 1.5 cups of water or a little more depending on the rava. Again, I'm going to add as per my andaz or my measurements, just my idea. So roast the rava a little. If you're not adding tomato, it's easier to roast the rava, but it's okay. This is almost looking like upma. Roast the rava a little, it gives a nice flavor. Once this rava is roasted beautifully, we'll add the water. Okay, the upma is almost cooked. I'm going to add some salted cashews on top. Not fried the cashews, just to roast. I think these are dry roasted salted cashews. Just add it on top. And the most important ingredient, upma is incomplete without it. 2 big dollops of ghee. Now I'm going to cover this and cook for another 5 minutes. Okay, my upma is almost cooked. It has started leaving the sides. Just like a halwa. Once the sooty starts leaving the sides, the halwa starts leaving the sides, that means it's cooked. Same with this upma. It started leaving the sides. And now I think it's almost done. See? I'm going to cover and leave it for a few more minutes, maybe 2 to 3 minutes, and then we are done. Trust me, try and experiment with your recipes and you'll arrive there sometime. Okay, I'm making uttapam now. Just if you're wondering why this color, I've just added some ragi powder with my batter just to make it healthier. And I'm going to add all these things into my uttapam. Alright, I've added the toppings. I'm adding some oil and some ghee. You can just add ghee or use any kind of oil that you like. Okay, the toppings have onion, coriander leaves, green chilies, tomatoes, carrots, cheese, and a little bit of podi powder, the idli podi that we have with idlis and dosas. The dry podi, gunpowder also been called gunpowder. I don't know why. Yeah, it's also called gunpowder. So this is how it looks. I'm going to cover and cook this as well. for a few seconds. My upma is all ready. Just serve it quick. I have flipped it over and it's nice and brown. Just press a little bit so that the onion gets nice and crunchy. Tomato gets cooked, carrot gets cooked. It gets nice and brown. My children love this, especially my younger one. She thinks this is some kind of a pizza. Here's my upma. You can have it with podi, with ghee, and have some fruits for breakfast.